In this video, we're going to look at using the product hose rinse feature when mixing a batch with the QD3000 controller. Currently, we're looking at our job setup screen and we see a product hose rinse disable or enable button on the bottom left screen. When we press that, it enables, turns green, and then we see the rinse setup button appear. If we press the rinse setup button, this is where we can set the rinse up. This is a really neat feature because with Quick Draw, we have the length of hose from the Quick Draw to our chemical tote. If we're going to change out a product, we want to be able to rinse that hose out and account for the volume of product that is contained in that hose. So that's what we do here. In this example, say we're going to change out our Me Too LaClore 2 product, and so we want to rinse that. So we would enter the length of the hose. So if I have a 12-foot hose, and that hose is 1.5 inches in diameter, an 1.5-inch hose, it's going to calculate that there's 1.1 gallons of chemical remaining in that hose. So we check that box that says I want to rinse that product. Now, if we transition to our run screen, what we see is that for this batch that we have set up, it's a small batch that is only 370 gallons. We need a total of 2.3 gallons of that Me Too LaClore product. When it runs the batch, it is actually only going to put in 1.2 gallons because we've told it that there is 1.1 gallons of product remaining in the hose in the rinse setup. At the completion of the chemical cycle, the Quick Draw controller will automatically enter into the product hose rinse sequence, popping a screen up, prompting us to execute the rinse process. When we execute that rinse process, it's going to pull the remainder of that product out of the hose, and then we can connect that hose to a carrier water port on the Quick Draw, the product hose rinse port, and flush carrier water through it. All of that solution ending up in the sprayer batch and our chemical hose being clean so that we can change to a new product for the next application that we're going to do.